Submarine, the first chord there says D in root position. Do it with your left hand because your right hand is going to be playing melody, right? So to find D major in root position, you can go through the process of doing scale, skip, and chord. So like pinky, right? Go to D. There is D in root position. That chord is going to be there for 3 beats. On the 4th beat, we're going to go down to C in root position. The next chord is G. We know that G has a G. What are the other notes for G?
B and D.
Say that again?
B and D.
B and D, you got it. And we want it in second inversion. So we're going to keep the G here, add the B above it, and get the D below it. So if you want to take a pencil and write G/D to remind you that that's the inversion, feel free to do that. We're using that particular position so that when we get to E minor, we can play that easily in root position. Because check it out, from G to E minor, just the bottom note moves up by 1. And that E minor is just for 1 beat. So let's go through the first 2 measures of chords again, and we're gonna repeat the chord on each beat. So watch me. First we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, right? So that last chord of each measure just takes 1 beat. All right, let's go through the chords again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. C, G in second inversion. 2, 3, E minor. Now, check it out. We need an A in second inversion. The E is already part of A. We need an A because the chord is called A. And we need a C. So here's your E minor second inversion. So let's go back and forth from E minor to A minor. E minor root, A minor second. One more time, E minor root. For A minor second, the top 2 notes move by 1. Make sense? And from A minor, we take this middle note when we want to get to C. Look, we already have a C right here. We have an E right here. All we need is a G. So from A minor to G, we're just taking the middle note and moving it down to C. So let's go back and forth. A minor and C in first inversion. Back and forth, A minor and C in first inversion. How do you go? All right, and then we go to D in root position. And back to G in second inversion. And this progression will happen so many times in this song. So let's play that entire line. I am going to repeat every chord on the beats where they're supposed to be. But if you want to just play them once, it's fine. I'm going to count 4 and we're going to try to do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it repeats, and that will repeat so many times. Let's do that one more time. I'm gonna add the right hand If you want to try that, finger 3 starts on B. I'm going to count 3 and I'm going to start those 2 first notes on B4. 1, 2, 3. And then check it out, the next line is exactly the same. So now we know first line and second line. Measure 9 is different, but it's easier. So let's look at measure 9. Measure 9, we have a G and second inversion. So the G with the D on the bottom. And then we go to D in root position. And then we repeat the D. And G in second inversion. And that's the end of that third line. Let's play that again. And if you want to chunk the chords, repeat it on every beat, we can. Measure 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy, right? Ish. The coordinating of hands is never like